Well, welcome to the Countdown to Pull Time show here. We're live at the Gallatin County Fairgrounds here in Glencoe, Kentucky, and I'm joined by the promoter himself, Donnie Sullivan. And Donnie, the Hansel Sullivan Memorial Pull, we're here. Now, what is the actual number on the Hansel Sullivan Pull? How many years you guys been doing this?
This is the 26th year we've had Hansel Sullivan. We had COVID, and then we had a fairground mishap, and we couldn't have one year. But we always try to do it early in the year to give everybody an opportunity to come out and run against good competition before the major networks start their point series. And we've been sanctioned through TNT the last few years, and they bring a good core of vehicles as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a great turnout here already. Here we're a little bit early in the evening here, but yeah, it looks like the pits are filling up pretty well here and should have a great show here tonight.
Right. Tonight we'll run light limited super stock tractors, two-wheel drive trucks and diesel trucks, and then we got a couple exhibition passes. The Kentuckian's going to make one, and I think another fellow with a light super. But we'll have a good show. I mean, I'm guesstimating 10 or 12 light limiteds, 10 or 12 diesel trucks, and about 35 two-wheel drives. So, I mean, it's to be honest with you, the two-wheel drive class here will be as hard to win as anywhere in the country. The only place that might be more trucks of less diversity would be Bowling Green.
Yeah, I was just taking a look through, and I mean, we've got trucks from Wisconsin, Illinois, across the river, Ohio. We've got Kentucky. I mean, just you name it, we've got them here tonight.
Right. I mean, we've been in the two-wheel drive game from the beginning, and we always try to have a good show here. And, you know, we got good friends with PPL and NTPA guys and the TNT guy. I mean, just everybody gets the opportunity to come try their luck with the other ones that you don't necessarily get to for the year. And I think that's a draw. Everybody says they're testing, but we test every week. But, you know, you're wanting to win too. Yeah,
you want to take home that big plaque on Saturday night. And tell us about that. Now, that's got a real special meaning here with the Sullivan family.
Yeah, for the two-wheel drive class in particular, we have what they call the Big Ed Challenge. It's formatted like the ring of Bowling Green. You take your best finishes from Friday and Saturday in that class on a point system, and we give away first, second, and third. And it's in memory of my uncle, Big Ed, and he was one of the best two-wheel drive guys back in the early days, and we just try to do something to honor him.
For sure. Now, another question that I get asked quite a bit is, how did this whole deal get started? How did the Sullivan Memorial Pull get started?
Well, my grandfather always helped with the fair pulls and so forth, and he always wanted to have one that didn't charge the pullers any entry fee and would pay at least $500 to win. And back 28, 29 years ago, that was a big deal. And when he passed, I took it on and with my family and team and to start it, and we've been doing it. It's the biggest challenge that we do all year. It's running this pull is a lot harder than going pulling next week.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we're going to try to win our classes, but it's
so much going on, and everything, putting all the A to B and everything else, making that work, and and then trying to pull the trucks as well.
You're just like a ping pong ball, and your phone rings and that's just part of being a promoter and trying to have a good show. But I think the pullers appreciate it because they keep coming. I mean, I know if I didn't have to be somewhere and I didn't like the event, I wouldn't keep coming. So it's an honor to be able to have this many great competitors here.
For sure, and we take a look, track conditions here. Mother Nature finally, I know the last couple of years been down in this area, and Mother Nature hasn't been so nice here to the Sullivan Pull, but here this weekend looks like she's shining on it for us.
I think we're going to be okay. I mean, we've been extremely wet. The grounds are soft, but I mean, we've got Jim Miller. He's as good as they come building a track, and it'll be as good as we can make it, and Jim can make it, and it'll be as fair, and we'll all pull on it.
Now, Donnie, tomorrow night, going to, some of the same classes, but then we're going to mix in a couple other classes as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, tomorrow night we'll have the two-wheel drive trucks again and the 3.0 diesel trucks, and we'll have a super modified four-wheel drive, the old school long wheelbase blown trucks. TNT runs them regularly, and then there'll be a good group of them, and we also running a light modified tractor class, and that's what we'll run the Kentuckian in. And I think we've got a few good tractors coming to run in that class. I know the Feises will be here, and I think Brent Payne with his is coming, and Chase Smith and Craig Sage and a few of the boys from Ohio, Biggs and them guys. And I think we'll have 6 or 8 good tractors and try to put on a show.
And now tomorrow will be 6 o'clock, right? We're an hour earlier than the Friday night show, right? We start an hour early.
Yes, okay. Saturday, it's easier for everybody to get here. And, I like to get the show done by 10:30, 11 at the latest. And, that's why you can't hardly start a show on Fridays before 7 because people work.
Right,
and,
right.
But Saturdays we've been trending, going back a little earlier. I think you can get away with starting at 4 or 5. I mean, get people home by 9 or 10. But we'll press on that later.
Now, you talk about all, family and team helping out. Now, I know your brother Danny, isn't he? He's the star chief down there, isn't he? He's the one that keeps things moving here through it, ain't he?
He's the chief starter, and he runs a tight ship. Yep. I mean, a couple of years ago, he was telling me to start up, and I told him I wasn't ready. He said, "You got to get ready," and and there's no. I mean, we don't play no favors. I mean, I roll my number just like everybody else, and when it's my turn, we go. And he does a great job. I mean, there's a lot of good people that do that all over, but I'd put him up against any of them. And we'll run as good a show speed-wise if the track can handle it as you will anywhere at any Grand National or Champions Tour deal.
Well, I bring that up because, you're running, 30 or so two-wheel drives, and the pace that they run them at is just very impressive.
Right.
And I mean, very enjoyable show. If you've never been before, come on over and check it out. If not, we're on Full Pull Live, bringing you the event here this evening and tomorrow. But like I say, just the quality and the speed of the show is just very entertaining.
Yeah, when you got big numbers, if you don't have a little pace to it, it's nobody wants to watch that many. And if you got a little pace to it and things are changing, I mean, it's entertaining. I mean, the people like the noise, but after 15 or 20, people get bored too.
Right, right. So, Donnie, who else we got to thank for helping get this thing all together here? I know we got some sponsors and people we'd like to give a shout out to.
Oh, absolutely. The Fair Board, first and foremost, for helping us have the grounds here to use. Gallatin County Tourism, SSI Superchargers. They've been a major sponsor of our Big Ed Challenge, and every bit of their sponsorship money goes right back to the pullers. And that's Truck and Trailer, the Dam Auction Company. We've got a lot of them, and if you get a chance to support them locally, reach out to them. They do good work, and if you patronize who helps you, that maybe they'll come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we talk about some of the events that are coming up here in the next couple weeks. Next weekend you got the Pullers Championship coming up. That's a unique event because you got to get voted into that event. And then just the other day we drew for starting positions for Farley. How'd the draw go for you? I don't remember where the big stick ended up in that whole. We picked 50 numbers that day, and it was like I can't remember where everybody finished up. Or
I know I run Thursday night, and I'm late 20 something like that. So. I think it'll be okay. I mean, I won from there being first last year, but the track was a little suspect. But I think it'll be fine. We'll just got to get in the top 10 so you can run for the money.
There you go, run for Saturday night. Well, Donnie, I know you're a busy guy. Got a lot going on here. We just wanted a couple minutes, kind of shout out everybody and tell everybody about this great event here. And location-wise, I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this. Right off I-71 and. About a mile or two down the road here, and really easy to get to, and hopefully we can pack them in here tonight.
Right, everybody come on out if you can. Check it out on Full Pull, and thank Full Pull for coming and doing what they're doing for pulling, and maybe we can make this sport get bigger and better.
Absolutely. Well, Donnie, good luck to you, and we know we'll let you get to put one of those different hats on here if we get back to work here. So Donnie Sullivan joining us here on our Countdown to Pull Time show here at the Gallatin County Fair, the Hansel Sullivan Memorial Pull, the 26th annual, as we'll bring in, the man with the picks.
Hi, Dan Mayer. How are you, buddy?
We're doing well. We're doing well.
Great to see you. Yeah, you got to turn it on.
Got to turn that on to work, but yeah.
Well, you're the lead announcer. That's why, because you know how to turn things on. So.
But,
thanks everybody for tuning in. We're excited to be here. The weather could not be any more perfect, Dan.
Yes, it is.
It
and,
is.
In the last couple of years, it's just been, they lost one night last year. Friday night was rained out and just miserable. Kind of cloud in the sky. Beautiful weekend. Come on out. Let's pack this place.
So when I pulled into the pits a couple hours ago, I felt like Broadbent Arena. When I went down there, I looked at all the two-wheel drive trucks here. I'm like, holy cow, this is a heavy hitter lineup here. Two-wheelers.
Wisconsin, Illinois.
Yep.
I mean, we've got Ohio, the best, Kentucky, you name it, Tennessee. They're all here.
Yep. So it's going to be exciting. So for you fans that are watching at home, please share it around. We're going to be live 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I know this is a Hansel Sullivan Memorial Poll, tractor poll, but it's kind of the Sullivan's Poll. That's what, and the nickname of it, it's Sullivan's Poll. We're going to Sullivan's Poll.
Poll, yep.
A lot of fun. So I know some of you are probably planting corn or beans right now, and we hope you can get your crop in and before the season gets started. There's parts of the country that have been super wet, Dan. And there's parts of the country that have been super dry, and you just never know what you're going to get, Dan.
Yeah, this part right here, because we're just literally just a couple miles off the Ohio River,
yep.
And they've been, a lot of flooding there just about a month or so ago, and it was pretty bad around these parts, down near Louisville, and we're about an hour we're halfway, I'd say, between Louisville and Cincinnati is kind of where we're at. So
last time we were
off I-71 here.
Last time we were out in Hammond, Louisiana, it rained us out on Saturday night, and there's not a worse feeling in the world than when it rains out a promoter. Because you don't just start promoting these things 2 weeks at a time. They're literally all year round events. And you've heard Donnie say it multiple times. Every year I say I'm never going to do this again.
And he's back again.
And he's back again. So
and that's why I say I'm
well, you pulled in. His wife's taking tickets. It's a family affair.
Yep.
All the Sullivans are here. So, but we do have full pull picks tonight. We're excited to do that. We have 3 classes for you. And then, Dan, what do we have tomorrow night? So tonight we have 2-wheel drive, light limited super stocks, and 3-wheel diesel trucks.
Yep.
And then tomorrow night we have the 4x4s,
the
3-wheel diesel trucks too.
We'll run the same. We'll sub out the light limited supers for 4-wheel drive, the Supermod 4-wheel drives tomorrow, and then we'll also have the 2-wheel or the 2-engine modifieds.
Yeah, light modifieds.
We'll be running here. So 4 classes tomorrow night, along with the 2-wheelers and the 3.0 diesel trucks. We'll be running. So 4 classes tomorrow, 3 tonight. What a great show!
So I'm gonna get full pull picks out, Dan. Here we have 3 games tonight. Let's start with let's do the light limited super stocks.
Okay.
So this is a head-to-head, what we call it. So what you're going to do, fans, as you see on the screen right now, is you're going to pick who will do the best between Total Recall 3, Totally Hooked, Little Insane, or the Kentucky Gambler. Right now, Totally Recall 3 has the most money put on them, Dan. They're almost even money. Kentucky Gambler, Kevin Shingleton, I would think that would be the favorite. We watched him at Shelbyville, and he whomped on everybody down there.
Different places. Yeah, he's a very tough run in John Deere, and I would pick that would be my pick.
So who do you want to? We'll do it right now. We'll take Kentucky Gambler.
So out of that group right there, you pick one.
They don't have to win.
That's right.
They just have to beat the other 3 tractors in that category, if you will, that block. But you have to pick both of these to win.
Right.
So on the other side, we have the Stroker, Semperfi, which is Floyd. That's Kevin's dad. And Dirty Business, Daryl Whalen, and then Old Rags, Lindsey Moore. And right now, his dad, Floyd, is almost even money with Semperfi on that side of it. The Stroker, Chase Carey. Now, and I checked earlier, the Stroker was the favorite because the odds will change throughout the day as the wagers come in, if you will. The picks come in, they can change. They follow that money line just like horse racing does, Dan.
Up until the class starts.
Correct. Once it starts, and that's where the odds that are final. So right now, Floyd Shingleton is even money. The Stroker, Chase Carey's 1. Dirty Business is 8-1, and Old Rags Lindsey Moore is 3.2-1. So who do you like, Dan?
I like the Old Rags.
The Old Rags?
Okay. Yeah, let's go with the AGCO track.
And $5 minimum wager, fans. So we'll put that in there. And that would pay us $12, Dan.
All right.
That $5 wager. So you can't beat that.
I'm buying tonight at the McDonald's.
You're buying at McDonald's. Sounds good. So let's see what we got next. Let's do 2-wheel drives next, Dan. Is that cool?
Yep.
So we've got a bunch of them. And you're going to pick 2 vehicles to finish in the top 3. And now we have a lot of trucks here, so we have a field pick tonight.
Yes.
And what a field pick is it's everybody else that's maybe not listed. And the field picks did really good for me at the farm show. I want to point that out. Right now, we posted earlier on our social, the field picks is actually one of the favorites when we looked at that earlier today. So got Monkey Business 11-1 right now. 2 Timing is 2-1. Chad Mayhill, Eddie, Easy Money. The sun's in my face. Sorry, fans.
Yep.
11-1. The Bucket List, Bentley's at 5.5-1. One Last Shot, David Poor, 27-1. That's a good truck. There's a sleeper. P5, Chad Mayhill's 3-1. Funky Monkey, Chase Carey's 27-1. On the Edge, Russ Nichols is 11-1. Nothing easy about it. Brent Seacrest is 27-1. Tim Beatty, hometown pool, right? Sawmill Express, 3-1.
No, not hometown.
Not hometown?
Not for Tim.
But it's not. But he hangs out with
Tennessee.
Sullivan.
Yeah, he's a Sullivan.
Yes, my bad.
Yeah.
Close.
You're close.
He's like a cousin to the Sullivans, right? Part of the team.
Not like Jason.
Not like Jason Sullivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that
His
on the
other
podcast. Sawmill Express, Tim Beatty's 3-1. Kathy's Complaint, 2-1. Old Blue, Chad Mayhill's 5-1. Suffer Insanity, there's your favorite. Ooh, no. There's more money on Donnie, it looks like. Nope. Suffer Insanity's 1.5-1. Big Stick, Donnie Sullivan's 2-1. And then the field is the favorite right now at 1.3-1. So there's more money on the field than there is on any individual competitor. But all we got to do is pick 2 to finish in the top 3. So Dan, let's grab the field. I like the field.
Yes, I was going to say,
and a big
knowing
class
that I
like
know
this.
who's behind me here, yeah,
Yep.
we'll take the field pick.
Timmermans,
Nelson.
There's a lot of big
Yes.
names here. And who else do you want to grab? Do you want to grab Donnie, hometown it?
Yeah, let's do the
Hometown
hometown
it?
pick.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll put that in there. $5 wager would make us about $10. So you can't beat that. Another McDonald's.
So there
fan.
we go. 22. Wow, we might be stepping up from it.
Think so? We might be able to get might be able to supersize it.
We keep winning.
Again, $5 minimum wager for you fans at home that are doing this, playing along with us, and if they can do it here as well. Let's do the 3.0 diesel trucks. How about that? So this is a head-to-head, Dan. We have Hardin Diesel Service, the Gunslinger, and Totally Distracted on one side of it. Gunslinger, Bo Curry, right now is basically even money at 1-1. Hardin Diesel Service is 1.6-1, and Totally Distracted is 3.2-1. Who do you like there, Dan?
I think we got to go with the Gunslinger.
The Gunslinger?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we got to go with the Gunslinger.
And on the other side of it, we have the Side Hustler, Amanda Scott, Hardin Diesel Service 2, and then Overtime. Hardin Diesel Service 2 was the favorite earlier, and they continue to be the favorite, just at basically 1-1. Side Hustlers at 1.6-1, and Overtime's at 3-1. So who do you like there?
Let's go with the Side Hustler.
The Side Hustler.
Yes.
All right, so there we go.
Young
We'll
lady.
place that wager. And here, and make that pick there. So we are set. Our picks are in. So fans, for you at home, fullpullpicks.com or the Full Pull app. And we're showing that right now on the screen. Super easy to sign up if you don't have an account. It'll take you just a few minutes to get signed up. Cool Side Check reached out to me today and goes, how do I make my picks? So I sent him the link. I know he's watching from Texas. We were in Columbus, Texas last week at his pool there. Hopefully you fans got to enjoy that as well. So, and then we get the season started May 31st at Prairie du Sac, Wisconsin with the Badger State Tractor Pullers.
Then we go Grand
Then
National.
we go Grand National. We're going to be in Benson. Excuse me, not Benson. I got Kinson.
Yeah,
Hutchinson, Minnesota.
We're not going to go to Benson.
WTPA will be in Stanley, Wisconsin on Friday night. The June 6th, Ellsworth, Wisconsin, June 7th. And then with the Outlaws kick off the season as well. If you didn't know that, we're the official streaming partner of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association now, as well as the Wisconsin Tractor Pulling Association. Over 160 events are going to be streamed. And, I talked to somebody today, and they didn't know that there was replays in there. So they're like, well, what if there's 3 polls going on at once? I said, there's some nights we're going to have 4 or 5.
Yes.
You go back and watch it the next day.
That's the best thing. Yeah, you
Yep.
go back on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, watch the polls from the previous week, and then go, right back at it.
$39.99 a month for fullpull.live. We'll be here tonight. We'll be here tomorrow night. Like I said, we'll be in Prairie du Sac the 31st of May, and then we start off the Grand National with Hutchinson. Outlaw start with Ravenna, and WTPA starts with Stanley and Ellsworth. So that's kind of our big opening weekend, that June 6th and 7th weekend for Full Pull Live.
Then the next weekend is the big one.
Yes,
The big one
Farley.
in Farley, Iowa.
The 300,
3 days of
$50,000 to win.
Going to be unprecedented coverage over there.
Yep.
Going to have everything from interviews to lucky dog drawings to you name it. We're going to cover it.
You've been doing the live picks, the live draws, I guess, if you will.
Yep,
That's been kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, for 3 of the classes, and then starting this Sunday, 7 o'clock, we'll have the Superstock Diesel trucks. That following this Monday night at 7, we'll have the mini rods, and then we'll finish it all off on Tuesday night with the Pro Stocks.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
So
anticipated there. So
everybody going to be watching to see where they start, either Thursday or Friday. Remember, it's a qualifying deal.
Yep.
You got to qualify to get into
there's
Saturday
25
night for the big
each
money.
night.
Right.
They're pulling the top 10.
Top 10, and then each night they will pull a lucky dog.
Out of
Somebody that did not
they
qualify.
could have got last place.
Right.
And if they get pulled out of the hat, they're in, or the whatever you guys are going to come up with.
Got to be present.
Okay.
Got to be present in the facility.
The Milestone Center.
The Milestone, yes. Yep. Beautiful facility there.
Outstanding.
And yes, so make sure you're there. But, yeah, that's going to be coming. And it's all going to come quick. So, I mean, it's going to be boom, boom, boom here once we get the season rolling here tonight.
Yep. Well, so we'll have picks up tomorrow as well. We'll have picks next week for the Pullers Championships. We'll have picks almost every week. From pulling all over across the country, so don't have to live stream it to have picks on it. So just be checking that Full Pull app, checking your picks out, and seeing what we can do there. You and Jeremy Krieger got the call tonight. That's going to be fun to have you and Jeremy again. I'll be doing some sideline announcing. Donnie said he's got some awesome trophies to give away. Again, we're here with TNT Truck and Tractor Pulling Association. We got to work with them down in Shelbyville, Tennessee, at that indoor event down there. So
yeah, and they had rain out in Taylorsville, so this is the first event.
This is the points event.
Yep, the first points event for them. They rained out 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and so this will be it. Everybody's kind of ready to go.
One neat thing that Donnie does here in the family, they don't charge the pullers. They pay for all the entry fees for the pullers. Because, again, I saw Timmerman's here from Wisconsin, Nelson's here from Illinois. You got people from all over. It's pretty neat that the Sullivans are stepping up and doing that for the pullers. And, again, when I pulled in, it looked like Broadbent Arena with all the two-wheel drive truck pullers that are here. Ooh, Donnie just brought the official trophies here. Dan, it's like Christmas.
I'm going to turn my mic off there so we can rattle and make noise.
It's all good.
Here we go. We got a
nice plaque. There's a light limited super winner. Yep. Zooming in. See it on the screen there? Nice. So each winner is going to get one of these here tonight, fans.
Let me turn my mic back on here. But, no, it's really cool that, we got talking, the other day with some pullers, and they were saying, we've been to some events where you don't get anything for winning, and like they really take care of the pullers here, and that's why, the pits are like they're full like they are.
Yeah. Well, and I think I think this event's kind of always kicked off the outdoor season for me in the Midwest. Like Sullivan's Pull kind of gets it going, and then we're just a couple weeks from Memorial Day, and then we get rocking and rolling with Grand National. Yep.
Pullers Championship is.
We picked that date, so to make sure there's your mic on. Yeah, I think now it is. You got to turn your mic on.
There we
Dan.
go. Yeah,
that helps. So. Yeah, it's Allie's in there going, what's going on,
guys?
What's
going on, guys? But, yeah, Pullers Championship next week.
Yes.
Some new things this year for the Pullers Championship as well. Modifieds are going to be there.
Yeah, we brought the light modifieds in. And then we brought the two-wheelers back. We had the two-wheelers the first year. Then we went four-wheel drives. We added super farms. And then we brought back the two-wheelers. We're going to mix it up a little bit every year. We do a survey after the event every time, and we kind of hear what classes people want to see next year. We've already got people telling us they want to see this next year or whatever. But we have 10 full classes, and then we're going to have some exhibition diesel super stocks. Esden Lane, Redline Fever, is going to have the heavy diesel super and the light super.
A light super, and he's going to be running Grand National this year with the diesel light super. Coming back.
It is.
Remember, it's been 15 years, but it's been a while.
Is it Diggin' Light?
No, it's Redline Fever Light.
Was it? Okay.
Yes. Remember, it had the 460 sheet metal?
Yeah, that's right.
But, and that's a great thing about the Pullers Championship is it mixed up. It's not the same show every year. And another great thing is there's no crazy numbers.
Right. Well, we want a 4-hour show.
Right.
We have 100. I think we have 103 hooks scheduled, and hopefully everybody's going to be able to make the call next week. And we're shooting for a 4-hour show because we kind of know, as promoters, that's about enough people want to sit around and watch a truck and tractor pull.
Double track action.
Yes, bang, bang.
And Brad Holzhauer does a great job at that facility, and every year you just see the improvements to it, and just excited. It's going to be a great, heck, we're up until the end of September.
Yep. And that live stream is available at thepullerschampionship.com. Head over there, click on that, and buy that. All the money from the gate and the live stream goes back to the Pullers purse. And anything that we collect from sponsorship, Dan, over our fixed costs goes back into the Pullers purse as well. Last year we paid back over, I think it was $206,000. It was $5,000 for first place. So we're excited to bring that back again. So
now, is that paid out on Saturday night, or how does that work out?
We announce it Saturday night, kind of the winter thing. We get I would say a week or so later, we get the check of Pullers.
Okay.
So we have to count all the money.
Right, but I'm saying like the big check goes on.
Yeah, no, it's like a Bowling Green combo for the weekend.
Okay,
it's a combo for the weekend. It's a point system similar, and then if we have a tie, then we go to total distance.
Okay,
we've had that happen a couple times, so don't let out of it. Get after it.
Get after it.
Get after it. So, and you'll be our announcer
a lot of room
next
there.
weekend. You and Mike Idle. So we're excited to have you happen there. So again, if you're just joining us, we're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're also going to start the poll tonight for free on Facebook and YouTube as well. And then we're going to put up a graphic. It says it's about to end. And then Dan Mayer or Jeremy will say, hey, if you want to continue watching, head over to fullpull.live and subscribe. $39.99 a month. Again, over 160 events are going to be live streamed this year. All the outlaw events. Grand National NTBA. We've got WTBA. We got some region events this year. We do a lot of events in the off season as well. So should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got, you talk about the NTPA Grand National, you got the NTPA Regional, but also the Outlaw Regional stuff.
Yep.
That's something a little different. A lot of folks haven't seen that as
Yeah,
well.
we have the Heartland Series, which is part of the NSPA out of Colorado. You're going to see some of that on there as well. So we've got a lot of different things for you. And again, go back and watch all the replays anytime you want. I know you go back and do that a lot. So I know you love your NHRA and all your other subscriptions as well. So.
But it's great. You put it on and,
Yep.
watch the stuff that you didn't get a chance to see over the weekend. And, you can pause it, come right back to where you're at. It's great.
Life is good.
That's
Life
right.
is good. Again, head over to fullpullpicks.com. Dan and Jeremy will be talking tonight as it goes on. Hey, this poll is 3-1, or this is our favorite tonight, or this is our long shot. $5 minimum wager makes it a lot of fun. We've been sitting in the stands doing it for years. Now we have a chance to actually get around and make it happen, Dan. So
For sure. I'm ready to go. How
let's
about
wrap
you?
it up.
Yeah. I'm
Thanks for
ready to go.
tuning in. We're going to be live at 6:30 Eastern. This polling starts at 7. And then, like I said, we show it for free on Facebook and YouTube for a few minutes. And then if you want to watch the entire show, either get here or head over to fullpull.live. Again, we're at Glencoe, Kentucky. Is it the Gallatin County Fairgrounds?
Gallatin County Fairgrounds.
Just
right
off-
off
right-
I-71.
Yep. I saw a sign for the old Kentucky Speedway.
Yep.
Is that big empty arena that just sits down there?
Remember
Okay.
we went and toured
That's right.
around
We
there.
did.
Yes,
we did
yes.
drive around there. I thought so. So beautiful weather. Hope to see you here in Glencoe tonight or tomorrow night. If you can't make it, head over to fullpull.live. So
All right.
we're good.
That'll do it.
Have a great show, Dan.
All right. We will see you back here at 7.